Welcome to Why Voices, to all my young investors out there. I've been in the lab and I done found a jewel, a great company that you guys can invest in. This company right here, guys, is the future. The new gold, copper. Yes, none other than the company SCCO. You guys is gonna love this one. Copper is the future. The AI boom is here. And with all the new infrastructure that's taking on, that's being built right now, all the new facilities and cooling system an electrical system, an electrical wiring that's going to be taking place in the future, you need copper. Yes, I found a great company out for you guys. I'm going to give you some great information about this company so you can make a sound decision when it comes to your investment journey. Listen up. There's companies that make noise. There's there are companies that make history. And this company, Southern Copper Corporation, SCCO, is one of the most important players in the entire global economy. And you guys need to be buying fractional shares in this company right now. Yeah, it's one of the most important players in the global economy. And most people your age don't even know it yet. But I'm giving you guys the information that's going to make some of you guys millionaires. If you just look through the catalog and look at the videos that I'm putting out. Let's break this company down. What does SCCO actually do? Southern Copper is one of the world's largest integrated copper producers. Uh, they mine it, they refine it, they smelt it or melt it, they shape it, and they ship it, controlling the entire chain from rocks to ready to use metals. Yes, this is a great company, guys. They also produce silver, zinc, and molybdenum. Molybdenum. Yeah, Molybdenum. But copper is the crown jewel of this company. Yes, that word molybdenum is silver gray metallic elements that this company produced. But like I said earlier, copper is the crown jewel, and copper is the new gold of the future. Copper is the metal that runs the modern world. Yeah, no copper, no electricity. No copper, no EVs, no copper, no data centers, no AI, no solar, no wind turbines, no batteries, no grid. Copper is at the center of the AI revolution. And you guys, my young investors, I want you guys to start putting this in your portfolio. This is not financial advice, but you need to be thinking about the importance of copper. Copper is the bloodstream of the civilization that we're in. And SCCO is one of the biggest arteries in the future. Their balance sheet is a tank. Yeah, their balance sheet is a tank. Let's talk numbers because you need to know the numbers on this company, SCCO. Yeah, because SCO isn't just hype. SCCO is a heavyweight champion company to be investing in. In 2025, their total equity was 11.10 billion. This is a company with real infrastructure, real mines, real smelters, real global presence. And how much cash are they sitting on? I'm glad you asked. As of 2025, going into 2026, SCCO is holdings is 4.30 billion in cash equivalent. It's not startup money. No, because I tell y'all, we don't mess with little small companies. No, I'm not teaching y'all to invest in small companies. This is a big time company. This is not startup money we're talking about. That's why this company is really billing out entire mines, and they're expanding their operation right now as the AI boom take place. And guess what? They still pay a dividend. Yeah, you invest in this company, you get a dividends every quarter that rolls back over into your portfolio. And you know, I always like to tell you guys, talk about the debt that a company has, SCCO, total debt, total long-term debt, 2025 rolling over into 2026 was 6.7 billion. But here's the key. This isn't what you call drowning debt. This is strategic debt. Yeah, because they're focusing on expansion and they're focused on growth driven. Yeah, they're expanding their copper output to the world. Their net debt is low relative their earnings. And their debt to capitalization ratio is only 0.173, meaning that their balance sheet is strong. Why do they carry debt? Because SCCO is investing. Yeah, they're investing right now. And a lot of young people don't know they're investing right now in new mines, new smelting expansion, a multi-year, multi-billion-dollar growth pipeline. is where they investing in right now. Increasing they're investing so they can increase their copper output for the global electrification boom that's taking place right now under America's nose. And few, very few young investors know this. Why is SCCO a monster for the future? Well, we're going to get into the charts and let you know in just a little bit why you should be grabbing this up. But why? Why do I say that they're a monster for the future? Data, AI data centers is coming on the scene right now. And what does AI data centers need? Yeah, there's been an electric vehicle boom happening right now. And what does electric vehicles need? Copper, clean energy, solar panels, solar wind. What do they need? Copper, solar farms, wind turbines, um, batteries, storage. All of this requires copper input. New grids are being built right now. The U.S. power grid is decades old, but now new infrastructure is taking place. And guess what they're going to need to build the new grids going into the future? Power. And um, to rebuild new grids for the future needs copper. Global electrification is happening right now. Developing countries are electrifying at the fastest pace in history. Countries like China and Africa eh, uh, is building out right now. Countries like India is getting into the game and they're building out their data centers over in those areas now. And what do they need? Copper. And when they need copper, yeah, they depend on a company like SCCO. This is the type of company that you need to be invested in. This is the type of company that builds generational wealth. Yeah, they build generational wealth. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the charts. And I want to show you guys uh, what we need to be looking at in the future and why you guys need to be investing in the company SCCO right now. You can get it for a good buy it on the dip, but you can get it pretty cheap right now because I'm going to show you just a little bit. We're going to look at the charts real quick. But before we jump into the charts, I always like to take my young adults, I always like to show you guys the fear index. Yeah, if you look at the fear index, guys, the fear index is 26, right over 36, right over here. I remember it was down in 31, but it's starting to creep back up, okay? Now, what do I teach you guys about the fear index? I teach you guys that the fear index lets you know that there's buying opportunities right now in the market that you guys should be buying in. Because when the market is fearful, you see it right over here, down in 36. Yeah, everybody out there is scared to buy. Everybody out there think that they gonna lose money. But let me tell you something, guys. You're looking at a guy that's been in the game for a while. You don't lose money when you invest in billion-dollar companies. That's all I got on my YouTube channel is billion-dollar companies, so you guys can take a look at and decide on which one you want to invest in. And this right here is a billion-dollar company, but we're still focusing right over here in the fear index. I want you guys to see the great Warren Buffett, the great Wall Street Chapter, the great Ashley Fox, Charlie Munger when he was alive. He taught us few investors that understand the game. He taught us that when the market is fearful, when everybody's afraid to invest, that's the time to get in on the best deals, okay? We learn how to buy low and sit back and watch your money double and triple every year, okay? We in fear, okay? We down at 36, okay? The fear index is starting to creep up, guys. But pretty soon we're going to be in greed. This is what I call, see how I'm moving over here into the red? That's when the market is greed. The bulls, the bears has been controlling it for a while since Trump came into office. It was down here in the 30s, but now it can creep back up into the 36s. Pretty soon it's going to be up into the 40s, into the 50s, going into the 60s. And then the people out there is going to be trying to jump in, and they're going to get a little bit greedy right over in here. There will come a time that the country is in extreme greed when I get down over in here. And when everybody has discovered this company, SCCO, they're going to be trying to jump in at the last minute. But the market has already ran from fear all the way over to greed. And when y'all see the fear index over here in extreme greed, that needle bumping over here, this is the time that we're going to cash out. Yeah, we're going to cash out. And we're going to put our money to the side. We're going to put our money to the side. Because you know the market goes up and the market goes down. And we're going to cash out right here. And when it come back around here to fear, back over here again, we're going to buy the same company again. And ride it to the moon again. That's what we do. We buy low, we sell high. And the fear index is something I want you guys looking at so you guys can learn how to make a lot of money. Okay? This is how you make money in the market. This is a game of money, but it's a game of patience and education and learning what you're buying. We're not buying just any companies. No, we're buying the future. Okay? Now I'm going to go ahead, since we've been in the fear index, I just want to go ahead and jump over into the charts a little bit. Yeah, let's look at the chart, SCCO. Boom. Look at it, guys. I love taking you guys to the charts. Yeah, I love taking you guys to the charts. I always like to take you guys 1 year ago. If you was in this game 1 year ago, you could have got this company for $84.27. Yeah, you see it down there. 84.27. Yeah, you could have got this for 84.27. But look at it, guys. A year ago, it started on its trajectory up. Yeah, this was right before Biden and Harris left office and Trump came into office a few months ago back over here, and it dropped all the way down to 84.27. But look at the trajectory, guys. It's turned around. Trump kind of got it together again. We went to war. Yeah, it was down here a year ago. And now look at the trajectory on how it's going up. And it went all the way, you guys, all the way up from $84 all the way up to $220.51. That was a year ago. Now I like to now a year ago was a total year ago. But now let's look at year to date. Year to date is from January of 26 to right now. We in the middle of June right now. And you guys see in the middle of June, we still saw it up there at 220. I might need to go ahead and mark that off because that was a high. Well, you saw it up there at 220, okay? A year ago. Let me go ahead and put a pin on that one right quick. A year ago, right there, we saw it at 220. 220, and then it fell back down. You see all these lines, how long I've been watching this company. It fell back down, guys. It fell back down to, it looks like it fell to 147.62, just a year ago, but then it bounced back up to 192. I marked it off back there. And it's just been kind of bouncing here, because we in fear, guys. We are in fear. We are in fear. Look at how it's moving, okay? Now let's look at, let's look at, I said year to date. I want to show y'all the year to date numbers, okay? 6 months ago, you could have got it at 140. See, right over here, 140, you could have got it at 140. But ever since then, a year ago, let's look at the 6 months date. 6 months ago, you still could have got it at 137. 6 months ago was about when the Trump administration had been in for about a year now. They've been in for about a year. But let's look at the trajectory. Just 6 months ago, it went, we saw it at 221 for a new high. It was 220, okay? But 6 months ago, it went to a new high. I had marked that off earlier, 221.61, 221.61, right there, okay? And then it fell down again. Yeah, it fell down again, no big deal. But let's look at 3 months ago. 3 months ago, you still could get it at 142. I'm telling you guys, this is a buyer's market. You can still get it. You can still get it at, 142. It never reached the all-time high no more. It just kind of went sideways. As you guys can see, right up in here, it went sideways. Y'all can see it right over here. And it went all the way down to, I marked that down a while back. Back into 164 for low, and then it started its trajectory up. Y'all see this right here? I'm gonna go ahead and open up the charts because I want y'all to see. Look at what it did. It start, look at that, look at that right there. You see, look at that right there. Yeah, the bears had pushed that bad boy all the way down. You see that? Yeah, it pushed it all the way down. To 165.50. Now y'all remember, we seen an all-time high of 221, didn't we? Okay. We seen an all-time high at 221. But look at the bulls is back in town. Yeah, the green guys, the bulls, they start pushing it back up, pushing it back up. And guess what, guys? They pushed it all the way from 165.50 all the way up to 206. Still not all-time high. It's still a buy. It's still a buy. But Christmas is coming, and I tell you guys, every Christmas, everybody starts spending a lot of money, and the billionaires start making a lot of money. And if you put your money, buy your fractional shares with the billionaires, you can get in on the next run. It's not too early yet. But they pushed it all. The Bears came back in town. I mean, the Bulls came back in town and they pushed it all the way up to 206.68. Ooh. Look at that, guys. Let me mark it off so you guys can see it with your own eyes. Boom. 6 months ago. Now, let's go back 3 months ago. 3 months ago, we could have got it still could have got it down there. We can only get it right now. I think the highest you could have got it was back over here, right under, I marked that earlier, 3 months ago was 202. 202, you could have got it around 202 3 months ago. Let's look at 1 month ago, guys. Still, I want y'all looking at the trajectory up. We seen it all the way down in the 140s. But now, 1 month ago, and I need you guys to see. Do I need to open it up? I think I'll open it up. Oh yeah, Mo Bulls is in town, guys. And they starting to collect right up in here. Look at the green. It's starting to happen right in front of our eyes, guys. Mhm. You can still get it. You can still get it at pretty good price right now. Like I said, the high was 202. It fell back down. Okay. But I want y'all to see this one particular candlestick right here. This green candlestick. I want you to notice the wick on that. How it crossed over now 202 to 204. Woo, sucky. Starting to go back up, guys. You can still get it. Because we know we saw it at 221, bounced and crossed back over 204. You can still get fractional shares right now. Okay? Because soon, and mark my word on this, soon, because I want y'all to look back at the video come December. This bad boy is going to go over 221 to a new all-time high because I've been tracking it. Let's look at it. 5 days ago, guys, boom, you can still get it. 5 days ago, you saw a dramatic drop off, but still, that green wick is up there at 204. It dropped back down. Still a buyer's market. I'm trying to let y'all know how the game is played. Let's just go ahead and open it up a little bit. Still a buyer's market. You can still get it. You can get it right now, guys. At, what is that, 294? 294. You can still get it. You can still get it. Let's look at it. That was just 5 days ago. 5 days ago. You can still get it. At 194. You can see it. But let's go back. Let's look at today. Today, guys, it opened up at, let's look at it, because you guys can still get this. This is one that you guys can still get it. It opened up at a high of 193. No, actually, it opened up at 194. Okay, today. But then today it dropped back down. And it dropped all the way down. Let's look at today. Let's open it up today. Today, it dropped all the way down to $189. You guys could have got a steal today. But then at the end of the day, it started running. Yeah, it dropped back down. It started running again. We're still opening it up a little bit further. And you guys can see it closed today. This is what, June 18th. It closed today at it ran up to 194.12 and it closed today at right there. So you guys can see it, that little, let's open it up a little bit further so you guys can see it right. Open up a little bit more. so you guys can see it. I want y'all to see how I'll be looking at it. Right there, you see that little red bear that came into town? Yeah, call it a spinning top. It closed today right there, guys, at about 193.09. You could have got it today at 193.09. Mm-hmm. It closed today at 193.09. This is a great company that if I was a young investor, I would be fine buying fractional shares in this company. And I would be buying fractional shares all I can through next year. Mm-hmm. Cause this bad boy, once they start getting infrastructure built out a little bit more, okay, yeah, they gonna need copper. Yeah, and I'm predicting, since we seen it at 221, I'm predicting that this might run at 300, 320, maybe 350 uh in 2027. This is a great company that you guys should be buying fractional shares in right now. This is not financial advice, you guys. I just love breaking down companies for you guys so you guys can see it with your own eyes. Okay? Start buying this. This is really a company that you guys can start buying. And if you are an older adult and you looking at this, you can start buying this type of company and putting it in your kids' portfolio. Hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because 5 years from now, yeah, if you guys start buying now, you're going to make a lot of money. Yeah, we buy low, we sell high. There's nothing wrong that when it reaches next all-time high, which might be about 300, cash in, okay? Put the money to the side, and when it dip back down into the low 220s, buy it again. Because this company just going to keep on running, okay? This is not a financial advice, but I like sharing these type of companies with you guys so you guys can make informed decisions. Now do me a favor, guys. If you like these type of videos, share, like, subscribe, add them to your portfolio, share them out to your friends. Let's build a community of young investors, okay? Because guess what, guys? The billionaires is getting rich. But you guys can be the next millionaires. I tell you guys all the time, buy fractional shares in billion-dollar companies only. Learn how to buy low. Learn how to sell high. And you're going to make a whole lot of money. You know, you got to be 18 and invest. But if you're not 18, you 16, download a Stash app in your mom's phone. Start buying them fractional shares, $20 here, $30 here. And by the time you guys are 28, 30 years old, you guys will be sitting on $1 million. Mm-hmm. You'll be at your class reunion with $1 million in your pocket. And your classmates just be getting started. Many of them just gonna be coming out of college and they're gonna be $500,000 in debt. But you started buying fractional shares at your age. You got something I don't got. You got time. I figured it out 30 years late, but I got it understood now. And you guys, yeah, you guys are the future. So you guys can make millions. So, okay, I can see you at 28 with $1 million in your pocket, but I could also see you at 48 with 20 to $25 million in your pocket. And guess what you're gonna teach your kids? The same thing that I'm teaching you guys. I just do this for you guys. You know, I'm good. You know what I mean? But I want to leave something behind so you guys can buy those fractional shares and start building your wealth right now. Don't start today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start today. Hmm. Even if you have to put the app on your mom's phone, go ahead and start right now. But when you turn 18, take all that money out, put it in your own phone, hook it up to your own bank. You know what I mean? It takes a week to hook up an app to your bank. They're going to take 50 cents out, put 50 cents in so you get the transaction right. But after that, you guys can start investing right now as a young investor. And I teach all my young investors, we don't put our money in nothing but billion-dollar company. And when they go up, we go up. When they go down, we double down and buy some more of the same company over and over. We're just going to learn how to rinse and repeat our way to millions. Talk to you guys soon. Love all y'all.